So I love me some Mega Man a whole bunch. Is one of my favorite gaming series in general, and I played most of the classic series and even a lot of X Zero. I haven't played through the ZX series yet. The first game I'm like only a little bit there, and I haven't done the Battle Network stuff, but I'm pretty deep into Mega Man. I played a ton of the games, and I figured it would be best to rank at least the classic series for now, and then maybe later on I could do a ranking of the Mega Man X series, and then eventually when I play the Battle Network games, I could rank them. So, yeah. Now, this tier list includes, Mega Man 1 through 11, Mega Man and Base, and also Mega Man World 1 through 5, the Game Boy titles, or whatever. Now, I haven't played all of them yet. Either I'm like halfway through, like for example, I'm halfway through a game that we'll talk about later, and I haven't done the rest of them, but I played most of the series, so I figured it would be a good opportunity for me to talk about my opinions on them. This template was apparently last modified on April 24th, 2019, but that's okay because there hasn't been a new Mega Man game since. Shoutouts to Ryan the Insane for making this tier list over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, let's just get our ranking, shall we? So starting things off, we have Mega Man 1, the game that started it all. And I feel like this game kind of gets a bad rap. Like look, it started the series, and it's kind of rough, it's not like the best game in the world, but I think it's actually aged better than some of the other first games in other series. Like, I think it's better than Mario Bros, like the original one, that's just my opinion though. So, like, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but like, it's still a good game. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say high B for now. Again, as always, I can always change my mind on my opinions as we go along. But I think I want to say high B for now because it did start off the series. And I think overall it's a good game. It's just a little bit rougher compared to the other Mega Man classic games. Now, Mega Man 2, on the other hand, I think it's a little bit overrated. It's a good game. It's a really dang good game. In fact, right now you're hearing background music of the Wily Tower theme or whatever from this game. So yeah, oh, by the way, Mega Man has great music all around. So that gives like bonus points to all the games, even games that are not that great. Although, if I'm being honest, I don't think there's a bad Mega Man game, really. There's like weaker ones, especially when you get towards the X series. But anyway, that's a whole other can of worms. But overall, I don't think there's like a bad, horrible Mega Man game. But even if there was, the music, makes up for it because the music in these games are so good. So yeah, but Mega Man 2 is clearly a great step up from Mega Man 1. I think I might want to say A. Like, it's good. It's really good. I don't think it's, like, again, I don't think it's the best of the series or anything, but it's a really good game. Mega Man 3. I do like the mechanics it introduces. Like, I believe this is where we get introduced to the sliding, I believe, right? I do like that mechanic, but this game does feel rust compared to the past two games, and it kind of makes sense. I believe this was like kind of rust, like it was actually rust. So I think it's a little bit step back from Mega Man 3 in some ways, but in some other ways I think it's a great step up. So I think I might want to put it a little bit below Mega Man 2, but it's still really good. Okay, now I cannot tell the numbers for these. I'm guessing this is Mega Man 4 and this is Mega Man 6 or whatever. I'm guessing. So if I'm wrong or whatever. But I think this is Mega Man 4 because of the order of these. So anyway, Mega Man 4. I really like this game a lot. I really like the later entries of the Mega Man games. On the NES, I think the series got better, over each entry, if I'm being honest. Even though I did put Mega Man 2 above 3, I feel like they're really close together, if I'm being honest. But like, I think in some ways Mega Man 2 edges out. But anyway, I think the series just got better. So, is Russ introduced in the fifth one or the fourth one? I don't think 4 does introduces that much, or if anything. But I think it's a pretty polished game, so I'm gonna say S. Maybe I'll change my mind later. 5, I think this is the one that introduces Rust, and I think it's a great inclusion. I love a cute doggo. And Mega Man 6 introduces the like suit abilities, which is really cool as well. Oh god, I don't know how I would rank them. Oh god, I just lost the... I think this is still 6, right? So I think maybe 6 will be the highest. Then 5, and then 4, right? Maybe? I don't know. Hopefully I got those right. I think maybe I did, but I don't know. I'm really bad at Roman numerals or whatever. But I think that's my ranking right now. Again, I could change my mind. Now, moving on to Mega Man 7. This is where, okay, my opinion is a little bit weird on Mega Man 7 and 8 because they do not look like the other games in the series, like at all. And you could say that's for a good reason. You know, they're in different hardware, you know, stuff like that, and they wanted to take advantage of it. And in some ways it is an improvement over the classic games, but at the same time, I really do like the NES style, and I'm happy they went back to it in Mega Man 9 and 10. They kind of had to because it was on the Wii as well, you know, and it was, like, it made sense, but I do like the NES style, so these games are kind of weird for me. They're not bad, like, at all. They're, like, really good games. God... I believe, there's like a boss battle. I don't remember if it's I think it might be Mega Man 7. I'm gonna say B, just because I think I remember, I'm pretty sure it's the Mega Man 7's final boss with Dr. Wily, where it's like really hard for some stupid reason, and it's like borderline unfair. So that kind of tanks the game by a whole lot. I'm pretty sure that's 7. Although, to be honest, I think I'll put Mega Man 8 as well in B tier. In fact, I'm gonna lower these a little bit. Mega Man 1 goes with low B. I think that's good. I think 7 is better than 8. 8, I think I like how 7 feels compared to 8. But these both are... I think I just prefer the NES style games personally. So yeah. Now Mega Man 9 and 10. These are a return to form to the NES style, and I love them for that. Although I do not like that they removed the slide ability. That's very sad. But overall, these are great games. If I'm being honest, probably lower than A, maybe a little lower than A. Well, A tier, but like in the lower end, I guess. I think I'll put Mega Man 10 above 9, just because it did introduce bass and also DLC and there's stuff like that. Well, it didn't, it brought bass as a main character and you could play as him, So that's neat. I think you could play with him in Mega Man and Bass, but like it was in a actual main series, because Mega Man and Bass is kind of like a weird spin-off, kind of, sort of, not really, but kind of. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But anyway, I think 10 is better because of the characters. You could also play as Proto Man, so that's neat. And then 9, I think it's a little bit weaker, but it did start like the revive of Mega Man on the Wii, so that's neat. So yeah. Now Mega Man 11. Oh boy, Mega Man 11. I do like this game. But it's another thing about the art style. I prefer the NES style. I'm sorry. I do think this style works better for Mega Man than... if I'm being honest, I think I prefer it how it looks compared to Mega Man 7 and 8. But still, I would rather have the NES style. Maybe I'm a stupid fan for saying that, I know some people wanted to evolve the series to not look the same. I just really like how that style looks. But I think this is a good step in a new modern direction that still works for Mega Man. So, and like the game itself is pretty good. I like it. I hope they do more Mega Man stuff. This came back after a long hiatus of Mega Man. Where do I put this, man? You know what? To be honest, I think it's gonna go into high B. Like it's the highest of B. I think that's fitting. I do like the game a lot, but I think I prefer the other ones, personally. So yeah. Okay, here we go. The Game Boy games. So Mega Man. Again, I believe this is called Mega Man World. Technically, most of the Game Boy Mega Man games are kind of like remixes of the NES games, except for I believe the fifth one, where I believe it's all unique bosses and stuff like that. So here's a spoiler alert. I've only played Mega Man World 1 and 2. I haven't done 3. Well, I played a little bit of 3. I have like 20 minutes of it. In fact, I played a little bit before I made this video, because I wanted to check if I did actually start playing it, because it's been like a month and then I haven't played 4 or 5 yet. So yeah, I can only judge these two right now. And I actually really like these Game Boy games. Yeah, they're kind of, at least the first ones, they're like derivative of like the NES games, but I do like them. So if I'm being honest, oh God, if I'm being honest, God, this is hard. God, I might say B again. And Mega Man World 2. Okay, look, so I keep saying Mega Man World 2. I believe that's the official thing, because otherwise I would say Mega Man 1, and we already have a Mega Man 1. So, the Game Boy one, the first game, like, God, it's like way harder. It's fine because I'm playing it through like the Switch Online service, with Rewind. But it's still really hard, and the second game is way easier, so I think it's better. I think it's better. God, I feel like I soon may have some variety, and then, these ones I haven't played, yet, or I haven't even finished them. I played a little bit of Mega Man. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a hecking idiot. This was like ordered wrong. This is 3, this is 2. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. But okay, I played a little bit of 3, but not enough to judge it. Okay, also I haven't played Mega Man and Bass, so that's it for the tier list, I guess. Now, I should reorganize this because, yeah, I mean, I think I want to have some space, some variety. Fine, if I'm being honest, Mega Man, the first game, is not bad. I say D, but like, the game is still really good, okay? I still do like the game, but I think I kind of want to have variety, for variety's sake. The same thing goes for these two games. I think these are, C. I do like them a lot. I like the Game Boy ones, the ones that I played. Again, I haven't played 3, 4, or 5 yet. Or Bass, Mega Man and Bass. But from what I played, I do like them. But I think Mega Man 11, 7, and 8, I believe they are better just because they are longer. At least from the first 2 I played, they're only like an hour long, these games. I believe the last game is a little bit longer, or maybe even like the last few games, they get longer. But overall, they're like relatively short, and it kind of makes sense. They're Game Boy games, so they're kind of meant to be pick up and play and whatever. But I do think that makes them lesser because, less playtime. And then A, I think it makes sense. I do like them. And then S, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Again, I don't think, C and D are bad games at all. I like them a lot, but I just want to have some variety. And also, I do think, objectively speaking, they're like the weakest Mega Man games. So yeah, I think that's it. That's all for the classic series. Of course, I could have included like fan stuff. Like there's Mega Man Maker, which is like a Mario Maker thing, but like where you make your own Mega Man levels. There's also like, I believe there's like a role fan game, Mega Man's sister or whatever, you could play as her. I could have included that, but I just wanted to look at the official stuff. And yeah, I haven't played through the rest of the Game Boy series yet. And Mega Man and Bass, I believe that game, from what I hear, is like really hard. And also, I believe the SNES one is like way better, like that version. But that version is not localized. The only one that's localized is the Game Boy Advance version, and that version has, you know, because it's a Game Boy Advance game, it has like a zoomed in screen, so that also makes it kind of like 10 times harder. So yeah, I do have a way to play that game because it's available on the Wii U, you know, and I could just download it there because I have a modded Wii U. So maybe I'll play that at some point, but I feel like I should get through the Game Boy games first because it was a really cool surprise that they added them to the Switch Online service. And I do want to play through them, you know, because I did like the first and second game a lot. So yeah, and if I were probably to rank them, if this is like a hypothetical, I guess, because I haven't played them. But if I'm being honest, I would probably say 3 from what I played. I've only played like a little bit of it. But I would probably say it also goes in C, 4, maybe C as well, if not like low B. And then Mega Man World 5 or whatever would probably go in like B as well, maybe in the higher end, I don't know. And if I played, from what I know about Mega Man and Bass, I feel like it would be another C or even a D. It might be worse than the first Mega Man game. But again, I'm just going off of like what I know about these games, even though I haven't played them, if that makes sense. So I'm just giving you guys a hypothetical thing of where these would go, because otherwise, you know, they don't go in anything. But I think I've rambled enough at this point already. I think this video is long enough as it is, which is not that long. It's like one of my shorter tier lists, but I think I've rambled on far too much. So again, shout out to Ryan the Insane for making this tier list. And yeah, do you think my opinions suck? Am I the worst Mega Man fan ever? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you guys next time for more. Peace. Bye, everyone.